Noxie's is first and has the hydration. Ah, it's Crow! Caw, caw, caw! The calamity is here. I mean, I think our podcast is pretty good. Go with the flow, homie. Where's my what? Who's Chicken and Joe? Oh.
At least that's me. I
Yeah, I
really
mean,
like Surfs Up. Surfs Up was a really good movie.
Johnny Tsunami. I mean, that's where it's at.
I really still to this day still laugh really hard over the dumbass. These are my ladies. You know where the one
What?
Oh,
where the one
tank.
penguin tank is like showing off his trophies. This one. This is my special one. It's
Special
like
one.
the cameraman is just like, what the fuck is going on?
And he actually does kiss the trophies for
He
those of
does.
you who haven't seen it.
It's so dumb. I don't remember the names of the trophies he gave them, but it's so funny.
I'm
I mean,
not familiar with the movie. I know of it, but I've never watched it. So this
I'm
is
gonna
gonna go
have to make him
completely
watch it,
over
boys.
my head.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right, boys, I gotta make him watch Surf's Up at some
Boys,
point.
let's go.
I mean, they played it in
My
the background.
mouse just decided to like highlight
at-
everything.
Yeah, they played it in the background at high school for us, Brownie.
Did they?
He's gonna notice
Yeah.
that.
Well,
No
well, I was.
offense.
Hey, I wasn't finished speaking. I was gonna say, probably not in your classes, or if they did, you were probably drawing. For me, my eyes are drawn to movement. So in a dark room with a bright TV with movement, I can't ignore it, even though I want to ignore it. I did not like the movie.
And you did. Oh, that's tough. Oh man.
Remember,
Okay.
this is why I had trouble studying as well, because like my parents would get home from work and then TV on, and the best
And then
place,
you'd want to do stuff in the kitchen, but they'd turn the TV on.
yeah, because the kitchen has less distractions than my room, and then they turn on the TV, and then it's just like, well,
Eh.
damn.
All concentration out the window.
No
Yeah,
concentrating for you today.
That's why in college I actively took any time to do my homework to leave the house.
You
Yeah,
do it
man.
in the lab.
You always gotta go
Yeah.
somewhere. All right. Well,
Anyways,
I am
we're going
going
off
to
topic,
kick
yeah.
this off. I'm assuming we're all good.
yeah.
All right. Welcome to Anibites, the anime podcast. Today we are doing a freestyle. That's what I'm calling it. Freestyling it. We're freestyling it. We have
Freeballing?
with us. We're freeballing, baby. Here today we have that brownie. We have Cream the Puff. And we have Stinky the Corpse.
I somehow knew you were gonna do that.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad? It's taken me this long.
Deekable.
It's taken me this long to think of that.
So it's literally that strong bad cartoon where it's just like, oh, that's great. How long did it take you to think of?
Yeah.
3 days,
Days.
and it's just like, seriously.
It's been about a year. We got there.
It doesn't matter what you say. You're much stinkier than me, Stinky Dragon.
I'm
And
the stinkiest of all.
it's true. Popper is the stinkiest of them all.
Set up my mic in a very specific way.
But we are going to just freestyle it over the last let's see, this is episode 6, so the last 6 episodes we've covered everything from not everything.
Well,
We've covered
Actually, no, episode 0. You're right.
yeah.
Right. Sorry.
We've covered let's see here. Ron something detective
Ron Weasley.
Just call it Ron's Detective Agency.
Ron's
That's what the
detective
manga
okay,
called
Ron's
it.
detective agency. We've covered Windbreaker. We've covered
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries. We have covered
did.
damn,
Fearin.
there's only been Fearin, and we have covered there's one more. Why can't I think
Odd
of
Taxi.
Odd Taxi? Oh, I love Odd
Odd
Taxi.
Taxi was the
Odd
first one,
Taxi.
yeah. That one was my pick, yeah.
And we have all kind of developed opinions on that, but today we're going to be talking, maybe catching up on whether some of us continued with the bite or they didn't, but also, just anime in general, and where we think how it's developed and our experiences with it and anything animated,
Anything
really.
anime or anime adjacent. Yeah.
And I would like to start off with the topic of why people who like One Piece actually just have stopped. No, just kidding.
That's
Starting
soft.
off with a hot topic.
Actually, okay, for real though, like I think I heard somewhere that they are rebooting it, but making
Yeah,
it shorter.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'll
Oh,
watch it if it's shorter. Like,
I mean, they did
don't.
that with Dragon Ball Z. They made it to
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
probably
yeah.
gonna get One Piece Kai or something like that.
Correct.
it's something along
I will
those lines.
Watch it
Shorter.
I will watch it if that is the case. To be fair,
Yeah, because
it seems interesting. Honestly, the story seems really cool. I like pirates; they're cool. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it shouldn't be a show that I dislike, but it just the pacing is just not for me. I mean, over the course of Dragon's very long life here. I've tried to watch it 10, 15 times. I can get through the first season, and by that point, it's like I'm so done with anything and everything about it. And I just can't. And everyone's always like, "Oh, it gets better at like season 7." It's like I barely finished season 1. I'm not last in season 7. I've got a 3-episode rules. You're lucky I've done the first season 10 times.
That's so tough.
I can't.
Oh man.
I can't speak for present Brownie, but I know past Brownie and current Sleepy. Part of the reason we couldn't get into it was the art style.
Oh, yeah. I
A
could see
little bit
that.
of it is a little too wacky.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the art style. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as I've mentioned this in previous Anibites episodes, I'm not a big fan of manga with too many gags in it. So, which is part of the reason why I can't fully commit to Gintama. But at least Gintama has enough serious to keep me rooted. Not so much with One Piece.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it stops me from enjoying comedy movies as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
and
Well, you know this because as I've mentioned to Brownie, I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast as well. I grew up in a household that watched a lot of comedy movies because that's what my family liked, and
Mhm.
I'm just burnt out on comedy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can still enjoy a comedy every now and then, but if you want me to see like a comedy movie, you practically have to twist my arm to get me to see it.
Sleepy prefers
That's-
old Soviet anime.
No, but I understand that though. I feel that, but with Harry Potter movies and
Oh,
Lord of the
yeah.
Rings movies, because
That's
my
fair.
mom, for some reason, my parents still have cable, and like,
They're old.
yeah,
No offense.
yeah, I know they're old, but don't remind me.
I
They
mean,
they
don't knock
just
cable. I'd have it if I could.
the only thing that they play on TV are the older Marvel movies,
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. And
Yeah.
my mom will just put my mom or my dad put those movies on constantly. Now, Marvel movies are a little different. But the thing that I got annoyed with the most was just the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, to the point where now I feel annoyed watching them. So I've more so Lord of the Rings than Harry Potter, which is really unfortunate because I know that Lord of the Rings is cool. But yeah, no, I feel that.
No,
Uh, uh,
the movie for Lord of the Rings is good. I would not recommend the books. Not because they're bad, but it's because they have way too much detail in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's Tolkien though.
that is Tolkien. I do
Mhm.
want to quickly sidetrack and make sure that we state at the beginning, because normally we state this about an hour in. All of
Okay.
these are our opinions. We aren't trying to gatekeep. We are normally very happy when you like something we don't, because somebody worked hard on it, and we are glad that you're able to find joy where we can. It
Oh
makes
yeah.
their artists and their story writers, valid. And everyone should have that feeling. So I want to make sure that we state that at the beginning this time, and
Yeah.
we will try to gatekeep each other, and we'll give fandoms a general hard times. We of course are generally happy with you guys enjoying
For Josh,
things,
yeah.
unless you're an asshole, and then I will gatekeep you just because it will frustrate you.
Yeah, we'll-
But that's more of a personal thing. That's not a group activity.
yeah, we'll give your fan base like a little like a light hazing, but it's nothing serious. We're not
Yeah.
gonna like do anything bad. We'll like tease you a little, but we generally we don't mean it.
Yeah.
Also, hi Virgil, nice to see you again.
Hi, Virgil. Who's a good Virgil? Who's a good Virgil?
Well, I know that recently I have had a few anime that I have put on my watch list.
Ooh.
One of them being Yakuza Fiance, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier
Yeah,
before the
yeah.
stream. It is interesting. Um, that's it.
Okay.
I fight. My brain go burr because I went in for the Yakuza male protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
and I stayed for the female slight Yakuza. affiliated protagonist. I thought I was gonna go in and be like, oh yeah, bad boy time, but no, I'm very full lesbian for the lady protagonist, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just here for her.
I mean, what I'm about to say is very generalized and kind of based more off manga than any actual shows I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But like from what I've seen in the manga, a lot of Japanese soap opera shows tend to focus on the yakuza wives rather than the husbands. Don't get me wrong, the husbands are still there, but like I said, the main focus is the wives. So I could easily see that transferring over to anime and manga.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I have reached a milestone, though I have not watched any, been able to watch anything this past week or so. I recently broke the 220 animes watched uh, capstone.
Oh, very nice.
Since COVID, I have the start of COVID, uh, I have reached that level. And it's been a fun ride. I'm looking at my list here, and it's rather random. I gotta be honest with you. There's a bit of almost everything up on here, um, which is pretty cool. Um, with one that let's oh damn, I just saw it here. Nope, I lost it. Which one was it? Oh well, I'll get back to it later. I'll find it. But
You good.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys keep a running tally, or am I just weird for that?
No, I need to though, because I know there's the hold on, what's the website called again? Let me go over to
My
my
anime list.
my
Yeah.
anime list. Yeah, yep, that's the one.
I
I
need to do
know
that as well.
I need to make a profile on there so I could just keep track of like all the stuff that I've done. Just because it's like I think it's nice. I think it's still kind of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um well, what's the term I'm looking for? It's kind of like back when you played like Xbox 360 and you had like the achievement gamer score. I
Oh,
was like, it's
yeah,
kind of
like
nice. Just
your
seeing
gamer.
number go up feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little bit more of that dopamine.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I don't keep a track of a list or anything. I just enjoy it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fair. That's
no.
fair. There's no wrong way to do that. It was just a hobby that has kind of boiled over into actual life from the before time.
The before time.
Well, as for me, I've been constantly reading manga throughout the week. Uh, I guess one of the first ones I could probably talk about is, I know I'm pronouncing this wrong because uh, Galaxinas or Galaxas IS. It's a hard transition. It's on my stream if anyone has that open.
Uh,
Oh,
Galactus?
hold on.
No, there's no T. That's the problem.
Galaxus.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm having trouble pronouncing it.
I see.
Yeah. It gives off fairy tale vibes.
Ooh.
So I mean, I think that this one will eventually get an anime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. There's only 11 chapters. But yeah, no, it's about a human girl Geo and a male as a female male lead protagonist, and then a male lead protagonist who lost his memory and is just going by the name. I know I can't pronounce it because again, it's a weird word.
Mm-hmm.
Galaxius.
His
Okay.
name is like
That's an
N.
easier way to think about it.
Yeah, Galaxius. That's a little better. And yeah, like she's a human, and he's what is called like a dragonkin, and they look exactly
Ooh.
like humans, except they have a tail. And he's already unique in that, just like aside from the amnesia, he can retract and extend his tail like from his body, and no other dragon
It's a
character can
claw.
do that so far. But like it's no, it's on his back. It doesn't come from his shorts.
Does
But
it
like
make
yeah, no, it's
sound.
I mean, I haven't seen a sound effect. It's more like a swish sound. But yeah, like she wants to be an adventurer, and then she washed up on her island with no memories, and then just a bunch of stuff happened in the first chapter that I don't want to spoil it for people,
Fair.
especially if like there's like a hook in it that they can get into it. And it's kind of like I said, it gives off fairy tale vibes, just in the kind of the like the whimsy and the characters, but it gives off something else. I When I first saw it like a couple weeks ago, I had it. I would
Mhm.
say it was fairy tale and something else, but that was weeks ago. I don't remember what the second one was. The closest thing I can think of is now it is probably like JoJo, in that like they always meet other dragons and they always have like, not only do they have the tail, but each dragon has their own power that's unique to them.
Okay. All right. That's true. That's true dragon lore, by the way.
But like I said,
would know.
but yeah, that's just one of the far too many manga I've been keeping track on. Another one I just want to briefly bring up, mainly because Bun is here. If I can find it, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Oh.
is Monster Marriage Shop.
I'm not
Ooh.
gonna lie, I've been too busy with my IRL stresses and stuff that I have not been reading or watching too
No,
much. So I don't even
Fair,
know what
fair.
this is, but it
You're-
sounds interesting.
you're fine. I will give you a warning. It does have the adult tag on it. So,
I don't need no warning for that.
It's
I'm
encouraged.
25.
well,
I'm
no,
25.
I'm just.
I ain't no baby.
I mean, some people go in like, oh,
Comparatively.
I expect a relatively cutesy, tame harem genre, and then they get like literally smacked in the face by a pair of boobs, and it's just like, oh.
No, I look for that stuff on purpose.
But yeah, so this one follows marriage advisor. His name is Yuto Nako, and the boy. They're very upfront with this in the first chapter. The boy has mommy issues.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like no, there is a chapter where he pulls up a metaphorical
A metaphorical
fetish
mommy.
metaphor metaphorical red card fetish bingo card, and he's just like, the two that I have marked are bad enough. I don't need more. One of them is mommy, and the other one is NTR. And again, it's all explained in the first chapter. Like he knows he has
That's
these
funny.
problems, and but like, yeah, apparently because he has these problems, he's good at giving marriage advice.
Interesting.
Oh
And
my god.
So
that's so
because he
weird.
have a few
enjoy-
choice words about
Yeah.
that, but I'm gonna abstain.
Because I don't want a extended vacation, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But
Oh, yeah. But yeah, he accidentally finds himself in like a monster zone, which is like a well-known zone in Japan because it takes place in Japan. But like it has this weird bubble around it that weakens or strengthens. So he just happens to be able to pass through it this one time, and he's just in there. Now he's just helping monster girls get their potential husbands,
Mm.
Interesting.
or help them find out what they want in a relationship.
Mhm.
Like because one of them was just like, yeah, I want to get married. He's like, and then he throughout the whole chapter he does a bunch of stuff. And she's like, I don't want to do this. This isn't me. I don't want to get married because of this. And he's like, but then why do you want to get married? Like, not in the like actual question way, but like the actual like armor piercing question. And then she's like, oh wait, because blah blah blah. And he's like, exactly. This is why you should do this, this, this. And then she was like, oh, thank you for the advice. But yeah, and I have a yeah, but like I have a whole bunch of list of other things I can bring up, but for the sake of brevity and as well as for variety, Brownie, what you been up to?
Me? Oh, anime what? Hold on. Let me open up my Crunchyroll again.
Open up that
All right,
Crunchyroll,
so-
baby.
The big thing for me is Rabbit and I finished all of Apothecary Diaries Part
Yeah,
1.
we
Yeah,
did. I
baby.
can't wait for that.
Oh, Jesus. 24 episodes. I'm going to probably start watching the rest of Free Run on my own. And then if Rabbit is within proximity, she will probably watch it with me as well.
Probably, most likely.
No, super good. Potential spoilers here. I love the evolving dynamic between fucking Momo and Jinchi. I
Isn't
love
it
the
great?
curveball that they did with her dad.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him and then I had thoughts and then I learned more about him
Oh, yeah.
and then I had thoughts
That
and then I
was-
learned a lot more about him and then
Ooh.
those thoughts changed.
You have
Our
no idea. You
emotions
have
were so back and forth, by the way, while watching this shit.
you have no idea how much I was dying during when you first talked about it. There was so much information, and it was like I just need to share everything.
You can't
You can't because it ruins everything if you talk about it. Like you give one clue, like if you were to give that one clue about the father, like that was it.
Oh god. Of course, another episode of Don 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 came out. Love it. I'm still a huge fan of the manga.
We're gonna cry next week.
More of the oh god.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be
So
sobbing next week.
anybody that's ongoing on Don 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 that's an anime only. Episode 7 is going to be coming out on Thursday. And holy shit. That's all I'm going to say. Holy shit. What else do I have on here? I am also watching The Healer Who Was Banished from the Party is in fact the strongest. It's trash. It's literally just dude who is supposed to be a healer, but he only knows one spell. And it's just like, oh yeah, shouldn't you play this way when you're in the party? And then he doesn't, and he's still good, and he's just goaded. And it's fun. It's trash. It's complete junk food. Onyx says, "Gotta go. D&D. Have a good stream."
Bye,
Yeah,
Onyx.
Um, I've also been still watching. I'll Become the Villainess Who Goes Down in History. She's a giant goober. I love her.
Goober.
She does not understand what it means to be a bad guy, and it's hilarious watching her do her thing. I did not see this coming with this angle because I always love the oh, you got reincarnated into this video game and this video game has a set story that it goes through, and so you as the other worlder has like future knowledge, quote unquote, on what's supposed to happen. But when you do this dumb otome game thing whenever it's a shojo and it's like, oh, she's the villainess, I was like, okay, but then who's the main character? Does the main character now have an NPC role? And I was like, and now what is she doing? And then it's like, okay, well, it's interesting watching the main character deal with who is quote unquote supposed to be the main character, do things that are not guided by the player's hand. So anyway, yeah, it's that's been fun. I'm also watching the Do Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor. It's shoujo trash. It's fantastic. I'm watching Goodbye Dragon Life. It's power fantasy trash. I have yet to. I'm looking at my list. I have yet to start. Mecha Udne. I have yet to start 365 Days to the Wedding. I have yet to start Let This Grieving Soul Retire. I have yet to start You Are Miss Servant, and I have yet to start The World's Most Notorious Talker Runs the World's Greatest Clan.
I watched the first episode of You Are Miss Servant earlier today, and I'm already like hooked on the premise of it. It's very interesting.
I feel like that is involved in my feed somehow.
Think you get a knock on your door and it's a maid, and then she's like, "Can I be your maid for you?" And then you're like, "Yeah, sure. What's your speciality?" And then she's like, "I I can murder people for you."
Oh, so
And
fucking
it's like,
soul.
"What?" It's like, "What?" She's very is the term kudere? Is she a kudere?
Yeah,
She's
she's
got like the
emotionless.
more calm, very quiet, soft-spoken voice, but she's basically an assassin. She doesn't
Yeah.
know how to actually like be
A
a
person.
maid.
She's a pretty terrible maid.
I mean,
She's a terrible
Kudere.
maid.
Kudere generally refers to characters like Rei Ayanami from Evangelion, just kind of the emotionless character.
Then
Mhm.
yeah, it's the she's a kudere then because she's very soft spoken, not too much emotion gets shown too often, but there are moments where they do pop out. But yeah, I from the first episode, I'm already kind of like, yeah, I think I'm gonna watch this. It's interesting. It's
That's
very
good.
cute. Let's see what else.
See here.
I've also been watching this one can definitely I've been watching the Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon.
Dragon Emperor.
What is the full name of this? Hold on.
It's the Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor. Yeah.
Dragon Emperor. There we go. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
no. This one is
I've only watched the first 3, and they're on episode 5. So
Interesting.
I don't know how to describe it because some of the topics within it are kind of weird, but from yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. That's all. It's basically a is it it's not regret. Oh, God, what's the word? It's an isekai in the sense.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, Isekai means otherworlder. She remains in her own universe.
So
Oh,
it's just
okay.
reincarnation.
It's and she didn't. She
Reincarnating.
didn't. Oh, well, she did die actually.
She died.
She died,
and
but she
time
doesn't come-
rewound. I don't
She
know what to
doesn't.
call that.
Yeah, she doesn't regress back to a baby.
It would
She
s-
regresses
it-
back to
A
It would still be
child.
called.
13-year-old.
Yeah,
It'd still be
she's about
considered
13.
reincarnation, as strange
Okay.
as that is. I don't
I
think there's
think
like
yeah,
because like I think any other thing that has that in
it's
the
like a
title.
redo story.
Yeah, they call it like
Mhm.
redo or save and reload. It's weird. There's no
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
official.
it's one of those.
There's no official title for that kind of thing yet.
And then also you find out that the person that she was supposed to be with the first before she died, you find out a little later that he's in love with his sister. So that's interesting. That
I mean, it's. I mean,
that's
yeah,
literally in the first episode.
Yeah.
Within the first few seconds, within like the first minute, you find that out, and it's like,
Correct.
that's why it kind of hooked me on because I'm just like, how crap can this get? Like, it's kind of like you can't stop watching a car crash.
train wreck.
You want to look away, but you
Same
can't.
thing.
Train wreck is longer.
Trainwreck, yeah, whatever.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I
remember
can see that.
I don't remember the words anyway.
Yeah. I guess when it comes to me, I did watch like 3 more episodes of Apothecary Diaries.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But then after that, I fell into the rabbit hole of a work schedule that's eats up my free time, and B started watching a specific set of videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
Once I get through those, and I almost am caught up, I'll probably start watching anime again.
Fair.
Nice, nice.
Tying into what Cream said last, I also was reading a manga. God, the name is all Romanji. It's like dungeons. I'm just gonna summarize it in 3 words: dungeon, yandere, kanojo.
Okay.
So, because there is a full title and it's on my stream right now. Uh, basically, the main character is like he's like the descendant of like a group of people that's hated by everyone in the village, except by like his childhood friend.
Fair.
Village, because like I'm gonna warn you right now, this goes into this becomes a revenge story. So,
Mhm.
village chief's son, uh, rapes and kills her.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
And then the village chief sentences him because they shifted the blame onto him to be sent into a dungeon near their village. And then he's sent into the deepest part of the dungeon, uh, and then he dies. And then immediately he wakes up a few seconds later, back to at the inch where he was in the dungeon, and then he realizes, oh, I can go forward in the dungeon, but every time I do and I get killed, I get sent back to the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and everything what is as it was before that. And so he just goes eventually, like after X like hundreds of years fighting this one creature, mind you, he finally beats it, and he goes a little deeper, and then he finds a girl, and then
Abigail.
that's where the yandere comes in.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
So yeah, the girl is a hero, and like she saved the world previously, and then someone sealed her in the dungeon. And then like after waking her up, she immediately wants to like cozy up to him. But like the love of his
Hmm.
life was literally killed not that long ago, so kind of hard to move on from that like right away.
I mean, fair.
So he gently lets her down. He wakes up in the morning. She killed herself.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn, dude.
Yeah, goes a little, and then like shortly after he dies, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go back to her, and even though it goes against my instincts, I will accept her."
This is an
He go,
18 plus stream.
Yeah.
Anybody
yeah,
who's not 18 plus.
yeah. I should have it in my title still. I hope. Oh, I guess not. I'll add that later. No, wait, it's still in mine. Yeah, no, he goes back to her. Turns out she has a split personality, and the split personality remembers everything from the previous timeline, and basically just stabs him and says, "Stay away from her."
Jesus.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Okay, I gotta go deeper in there," and then he runs into more people and more things in the dungeon, as he's like determined to get out of there. And at some point, it became from getting out to, yeah, no, I have to avenge her because she was wronged and I was blamed for it, and it's the village chief and the village chief's son who are the cause of it, as well as everyone in the village who blindly believe them just because they hate my bloodline. Yeah,
Reminds me, I
That's
have
tough.
been slightly reading a manga that's basically just
I
on
don't.
topic of the shock factor of like I've been reading a slasher fic manga.
nice.
Oh.
Hold on. I just want you to know that in my brain, I thought you were about to like confess to having some sort of revenge plot
What? No.
Oh god,
because
that would have been
you
real good.
started the sentence with "I also have a bad,"
No, no,
and all of a sudden I was like,
no,
"Whoa, let's not do that on stream." I support you in
no.
all
Yeah.
of your ventures, but
Uh-huh. No, I've been reading a manga called Dead Tube.
Oh, I know that one
oh,
actually.
I've been
I've heard
reading
of that
it.
one as well.
I've
It's just purely for slasher fic type stuff, and it's just like, is it kind? It's my trash.
I mean,
It's my junk food.
I've skimmed it. I can see why it appeals to certain people. It's not for me, but it's not bad.
It's just again, yeah, it's just junk
Yeah.
food.
Oh, yeah.
I love the horror genre, so it's just kind of like, although it is very rare when I'm into slasher fic. So whenever a slasher fic can kind of like pull me in, I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of this because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
baby.
on the topic of horror, I'm just gonna mention this on the side and let someone else have a turn.
Hmm.
I have it on my list. I haven't actively started reading it, but yeah, the Call of Cthulhu got a manga. I posted,
Cthulhu. Let's ooh woo with Cthulhu. Ooh woo.
yeah, I actually posted it in my Discord, like the cover art of it.
Yeah.
So that is something I do want to read. I do have, although I haven't read it, I do also have the Cthulhu Mythos like book. So I will read it and like see how it is, and then at some point read the original and see how it holds up.
Interesting. Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
Yeah. like I said, I don't want to take all the time. Who else has something to say?
Hmm.
Well, let's see here.
I kinda
I
talked about what I
started
was doing.
watching Gurren Lagann.
Oh, okay. This. Oh wait, you just started?
I'm on episode 2.
Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, the official way to watch it through
It's so ass, man. Like
through
I can't get
Crunchyroll
an
and shit like that
HD
is
version
kind of
of it.
ass.
Yeah.
It's so like, and at the Crunchyroll version of it, at the bottom right of the screen is the dumbass Aniplex logo, just
Yeah.
Oh,
throughout the
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm about to, I'm about to go to 7 seas for this shit. I don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way that it is for like Madoka Magica as well. Like, if you want to like try and ingest that, it's like
The logo is still
it's in a
there.
stretched 4:3,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in like 480p or 720p, and you have a permanent watermark of Amniplex down in the corner at all times.
So
Yeah.
ass.
I think the watermark would annoy me. And everything else, not so much, but definitely the watermark.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
Aniplex did that to so many things, and it's so dumb.
It's ass.
Which is a whole different. Oh no, actually, we are talking about anime,
It's
all things
anime,
anime.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Aniplex.
Mhm.
I used to get really excited when I saw any of their logoing, but god damn, did they screw us in the end with that type of bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
Like you, why, dude? Why?
I honestly can't say I don't know.
Yeah.
Partially because the only Aniplex thing I've ever watched off the top of my head is Gurren Lagann, and I saw that on TV, and then I bought Gurren Lagann. So,
Hmm.
speaking, well, yeah, I'll segue into this. Speaking of buying something, I mentioned this to both Brownie and Phoenix. I did buy the the physical copies of Yu Yu Hakusho in Blu-ray. So,
Oh, nice. Have you started watching it?
not yet. I need to.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me how it turns out. Yeah.
I mean,
Because I was.
I enjoyed it back in my youth, and I'll still probably enjoy it as an adult. I will say that as because the topic, like the idea popped in my head when I was looking at it. Yu Yu Hakusho is a show that really isn't built for Anibites.
No, it really
Be-
isn't.
Well, no, not because you wouldn't like it, Dragon.
No,
Because, like,
I mean, legitimately, like, I don't see how. I mean, it takes like 6 episodes before you can really get into anything.
yeah, like the first. Well, I mean, it does get into something for the first 4 episodes, but it does not fit the rest of the series at all. And it's not just like Yu Yu Hakusho. There's a bunch of stuff that are like that. I would say Bleach is the same.
Oh yeah, no, I would agree with that statement as well.
Yeah, and I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but there are a ton of just anime that like the author wanted to go a certain route. Something in his work became popular that wasn't the route he was going, and then he decided to switch gears, and then the rest of the series just doesn't fit the tone of the early episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess another one that I can kind of point a finger at is JoJo as well.
True.
Those first, yeah, because those first
Yeah.
4 episodes of JoJo are nothing like season 3 onwards, or actually even season 2
Honestly, I
onwards.
feel like you could just recommend like part like blah blah blah. You don't even have to start with the first season. You can just
Yeah.
be like, okay, well this week I pick
Season 6,
blah,
episode
because
3.
like you don't even need to pick like season 1 to start off with JoJo. Like I feel like to understand origins, I guess maybe, but I feel like if I decided to skip what I was
Yeah.
watching right now and I went later on to like Jolene or whatever, then I'd still be somewhat in the know with what's happening.
I have a
I would actually.
question for you guys.
Oh, I was gonna say I argue the opposite opinion of that, honestly, but I'll let Brandon ask his question first.
Do you guys like the cinematography technique that is in media res? The technique of when you start the story of the story off, it doesn't start from the beginning. Kind of like how Star Wars starts at episode 4.
Honestly, it depends on the tone of the series in question.
Yeah.
Because like there are some that can do it well, like you said, Star Wars is a good one. Because
Mhm.
like starting from 3 onwards, it kind of sets off. It starts off with Luke, who doesn't know anything, and we kind of get introduced to it through him.
Yeah.
But then there are other ones. I'm trying to think of a good example. I guess a good example, even though it's not anime, would be like the Ocean's movies, like Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Like if you watch 13 without watching the first two, then like you could, but you lose a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I would say it truly depends. Um, like the way Taxi did it was definitely good. It gave you
Oh
the
yeah,
star. You know, you started later in life, and then it revealed the flashbacks later on.
yeah,
But
definitely.
there are definitely things where all of a sudden and then you flash back 40 years, and it's like, why that wasn't important. That you've just changed the story for no reason. Um,
I mean, I said it during the Anibites episode, but because I only watched the first four, at least based on what I've seen so far, number four sticks out as the episode that just like doesn't belong out of the first four.
for Odd Taxi.
Mhm.
Yeah, for Odd Taxi.
Yeah, with the video game guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that was the episode that lost my interest. But like I said, that was during the episode, so.
Mhm.
Um, but I would
So like how
go ahead.
go for it? No.
No.
Oh, okay, no. I was just going to go back to it and be like, I know that there are some people when they talk about JoJo that's like, if you start JoJo, you can go ahead and just start at part 3 where they have stands. And then once you're a fan of JoJo, go back and watch part 1 and 2 cuz unfortunately, you're not going to see Haman again. But like
No,
I
that's
do hear from some people who experience JoJo in this weird way, aka they experience it from a further point in the story and then they go back Star Wars style and they experience part 1 and 2 that they're like this is so cool. Like it's nice seeing these characters like again it's cool seeing Speedwagon. It's cool seeing fucking Joseph like doing the thing. It does do this thing in which you have some tension off of your shoulders. I'll be like, I wonder if this character is going to survive. Yeah, of course they are, because you've
yeah.
already seen them in the next season, so you know they live. So anytime they're in like this dangerous situation, I was like, yeah, they're going to get through it. So
Yeah.
to a degree, it's like, oh well, that kind of sucks. But also at the same time, it's like, I've heard good things about people who experience it that way.
And going back to how we mentioned earlier, everyone's entitled to their own opinion and they can enjoy things their own way.
Hmm.
Uh, like for me, when I started trying to read, when I first was exposed to JoJo, it was the manga, and
Hmm.
for whatever reason, back in the day, it was a mess. And the what I thought was part one, I was actually reading part three first. And I will say, after the first couple of chapters, I immediately dropped it because I was like, "What is going on? I don't understand any of this
Yeah.
references." And then luckily, like about like 2 years later, they were like, I found someone who's like, "No, this is the actual part one." And then I read that and I was like, "Okay, this makes more sense and this draws me in much more than part three." And then when I actually got to part three, I liked it a lot more, and I was just like, "Yeah, no."
I mean, I didn't consume JoJo that way, but I mean, well, clearly people do it that way, but yeah, I guess you could in
Yep.
theory start with season 3 if I'm remembering the timeline correctly,
Yeah, no, you totally could.
and then just go back and view it kind of like a flashbacky type deal. Um,
I ended up just starting on season 1, episode 1.
yeah,
I mean, I started from like the
that's
beginning.
yeah, that's how I consumed it.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's how I prefer to consume it. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Now that being said, I ended up consuming Ghost in the Shell because that was way back, when you could only catch them at certain times.
It's
And if you
so
Wild
missed,
West,
you
yeah.
missed. So I started off like season 2, episode like 4 or something,
I feel
and
like Ghost in the
didn't
Shell is
catch
one of
up until
those.
later. Yeah, but I mean, they're technically each a standalone story, but overall there's an hierarching storyline. Um, so it works. But you could definitely. I mean, I definitely went back. Ghost in the Shell might be one of the few animes that I have a physical copy of. Um, yeah, actually, I think it is. Because the only other one I can think of is Gundam, G Fighter Gundam, and then I have fucking
Nice.
Fairy Tale as well. Um, but yeah, uh, what type of things do you guys have a list on like what show do you want to watch next? Or in like in general, or are you just kind of like, oh, that looks cool on Crunchyroll, and you go with that?
Usually, I do follow social media wise a handful of people who have interests similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll see what people are talking about, and then my brain will go, oh, like person that loves trash isekai really likes this thing that isn't trash isekai, and I'm like, maybe I should check it out. Maybe they're onto something. Because it's like
Higurashi
it's
when they cry.
uh-huh. Because it's like I know Sleepy and Rabbit know this because they've known me for a long time, and not to say you wouldn't know me, Phoenix, but it's like I'm a huge fan of like character action games as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it when it comes to like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and stuff like that. And then eventually you when it comes to video games, it's Maximilian. If anytime Maximilian is like, "Oh, I've been playing this game," I'm like, "Oh, maybe I should give that one a shot." Cuz I know he likes everything I like. He loves character action. He likes fighting games. He likes Monster Hunter. He's in there. He likes Final Fantasy.
All right.
Like it's like this person likes all the stuff that I like, so that whenever somebody in the same vein, when it comes to anime, whenever some of the people on my feed are like, I've been watching Miss Servant, and it's just like, okay, I didn't, I wasn't about to give it the time of day, but now that y'all are talking about it, okay, that's okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. So that's kind of how I do it. I'll get introduced to stuff via social media, via word of mouth. I think is the most potent
Yeah.
advertising you can do.
I agree.
Uh, in my case, I usually just choose an anime. Usually, if like I'm reading a manga and there just happens to be an advertisement page, just like, "Hey, we got an anime."
I'm a weirdo and I actually pick animes off of how the art looks. I don't even care what it's about. If it's got like a specific art style, I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that. I'll give it a shot.
Fair,
It's
fair.
weird. I don't know how.
No, I don't
I
think that's
wouldn't.
weird.
That's
I
that.
If
mean,
it
I
looks
wouldn't call you.
interesting,
Yeah, I wouldn't call you a weirdo. I mean, just if it sings to you, it sings to you.
yeah. They always say don't judge a book by its cover, but then why would books have covers?
Correct.
We still judge books by covers
I
a
heard
lot of
that
the time.
giggle.
Yeah.
um Usually, also, I mean, the other thing that I do is I'll literally just go to Crunchyroll and I'll go newly added, and I'll just kind of like add stuff. For instance, like the other day, maybe a few weeks back, I
Hmm.
looked at the list of newly added animes, and there's an anime called Delico's Nursery, and I'm
Mhm.
like, this looks. Is this one of those animes where it's like all guys and they're having to take care of children? All having to take care of children. Yeah, I'll add this to the list. And then I watch it and I'm like, oh, this is vampire dads taking care of their children. Amazing. And I'm like,
That's
oh,
that
hell
sounds
yeah.
crazy. What's that
It's
called?
actually really good. It's Delico's Nursery. The art, the animation, it's beautiful. It's it's so cool. I gotta continue watching it. But like I thoroughly enjoy watching these four vampire men try to take care of their their sons and daughters, because some of them are just like, I don't want to be a dad. The maids can freaking take care of my child for me. But then one of the dads actually wants to be a dad and be there for their kid because of something that
Oh,
happened. And then it's just like the other dads are like, now I actually gotta put in effort.
now I gotta
But
actually do shit.
it's
God damn it.
it's it's really, for me, it's eye candy because of how the art looks. But then I kind of got pulled into the story. I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna continue watching this one. On the other hand, though, I also decided that I was going to add Onemai, I'm Now Your Sister, into my list of animes. That's the other spectrum of animes that I apparently choose. So we either have one, male vampire dads taking care of their children, or two, really
God, you're such a
pastel.
girl. No kidding.
You're such a girl. A really pastel main guy character. His little sister experiments on him in the middle of the night, and he turns into a girl who is very young, is a lot younger appearing than his little sister, and
Interesting.
it's I don't know. I kind of art pretty pastel.
Oh, I
I
think
don't know.
art's a
That's it.
huge thing. I mean, that's really the saving grace for in my opinion,
I'm
for
so
Demon
picky.
Slayer.
It's
Like
mm-hmm.
generally speaking, I think Demon Slayer has a I guess the story's all right. But
Story's alright, but the
it's
art's
really
pretty
the
good.
art that's like, all right, I'll stick going
I
because
can't get into the
it's
story,
awesome.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason in my brain, I can't get into things that are like. I did my best with My Hero. I did my best with Attack on Titan, Naruto, Demon Slayer. I really tried my best, but I just could not get myself to be into like watching it like fully. And I don't know if it's just the I don't know if it's just this weird back of my head. I want to be
Yeah.
a freaking hipster about it, but I just don't like some of the mainstreams,
No,
like
and
the
that's
I
I
don't want
think
to call
that's
it
okay.
normie stuff because that's really mean. But like I don't know. Some of the mainstream stuff just doesn't like it
No,
doesn't vibe with me apparently.
I agree. I do not like Attack on Titan. I tried very hard to
I don't
like it.
either.
You know what I like about Attack on Titan?
What?
That's
The
over.
goth
Oh.
Mikasa art that's been popping up on my feed.
Well, yeah, but that's like aftermath of everything.
Do you know what I like about this?
It's over.
Yes, but the
The
art that
ending.
the animators, the people who didn't actually draw, who did the show actually drew, and they tend to be
What is that? What does that
topless
give
and.
me? What does that give me vibes of? It's like, hey, what's my favorite thing about Jimmy Neutron? His mom.
His
Mom.
mom.
Yeah.
Jimmy's mom.
Noxie's is like 100 episodes deep into Toruko and
Toriko.
Toriko.
Torioko.
Oh,
Toriko.
gotcha.
And I've
He's
just
in
kind of
there.
been skipping through the episodes. Nice. Oh, you're in there.
Well, I mean, the Toriko anime, from what I hear, wasn't good. From even by the people who really like the manga.
Noxie's
I don't even know what
rebuttal.
Toriko is.
Think Dragon Ball Z with food.
Amazing.
Oh, the guy who's always confused with
Wait.
Goku.
Hold on,
because
I'm looking
he's
this
he's
up.
like
If it's
he's like
got
the
food, I'm
he's like
such a foodie. I'm
he's
so
like
sorry.
he's like
Oh,
the
okay,
Ken
yeah,
of like
Yeah,
the Ryu and Ken of Goku.
let me give you the summary, Cream. Basically, like the whole world, like all the wildlife and stuff, has become some kind of food.
I love
Yeah,
that.
and he ends up trying to like get the god of food or some shit.
He's trying to create his perfect meal course because everyone has like a 7 course meal sheet. Like who are they're like gourmet warriors. I don't remember the name. It's been a little bit,
Mm.
but like he's trying to complete his sheet because like
Interesting.
a lot of people settle and you'll be like, oh yeah, no, this is my sheet and it's a bunch of low level stuff. No, he's looking for like the top
God
tier
tier.
stuff.
Right
Uh,
now it is got a average rating of 4.7 stars
Out
on
of
Crunchyroll.
oh,
I
on
mean,
current
I'm not
that's
saying
Five.
they do out of 5,
I'm,
right? Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. I'm just saying that like a lot of the people who actually read the manga saw the anime and they're like, I don't really like what they did with it because I don't know if it's because
That's
they
fair.
skipped it or anything, but I myself have read the manga up to a certain point. I got distracted and didn't finish it, but I really enjoyed what I read
Jinkly
and
keys,
the
Mhm.
jinkly
and,
keys.
and the food and the food scenes I have seen in the from the anime. The few clips I've seen online look really good.
Oh shit! Did they
Mhm.
get an English dub with this? Sorry,
I believe
I'm look.
so.
Oh well, yes, but the detective is already dead. Has been on my watch list, but they didn't have the US dub on there. Did they finally add it?
I'm looking on the
No,
most popular
yeah, there
anime
you
on
go.
here, and Dandadan is at the top, and it makes me so happy. I am so incredibly happy. This show is like so getting really popular with people. It's just somehow everything is freaking aligning, and this studio Science Saru has it's treating it like it's their favorite child,
Very
but they're nurturing it in
shonen.
a good way, and it makes me so happy.
It's very
I was looking at the most
shonen, but
popular.
the action scenes feel generic at this point. I'm just tired of the wind up big attacks or jump attack things. I want more meat to fight scenes. Oh, somebody's becoming a snob with fight scenes. Back in my day, no.
Back in my day, we
I mean,
Back
I
in my
based
day,
on
we had to risk viruses to get anime, and you got what you got.
yeah, based on my memories of Toriko, I don't remember like too many big wind up attacks or jump attack things, at least in the manga. Because again, I haven't seen the anime mainly because like the manga viewers are just like, yeah, no, the anime is bad. And the anime and it is a case of where like the anime didn't survive long enough to the ending of the manga.
Yeah.
So
Um. Well, Shangri-La Frontier got a second season. I think I heard.
hmm
Um.
it's really cool. I
Yeah.
like Shangri-La Frontier. It's really.
I've been enjoying it.
Did you know that the main two voice actors are actually married?
No, I didn't know that. That's cute.
The bunny and the bird guy, whatever his name is, I
I
can't remember.
forget
It's
what his
been a
name
while.
is.
They're both married.
Sunraku.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both
Saraku.
married in real life.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
They also voice Legoshi and the bunny girl from Beastars.
Oh, Haru.
Oh
Haru, yeah.
wow.
They
Okay.
also voice both of those. I believe I could be wrong if I'm remembering
I'm
it
sensing a
incorrectly.
I'm sensing
My
a
apologies.
typecast with the bunny.
But yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, they're married, and it's kind of cute with some of the lines that they have
And
to
I
add to each other.
think I also saw that Solo Leveling was finally I think they finally released the release date
Yeah, they're
for
gonna
season
be
2.
showing like a recap and then like the first 2 episodes in theaters for the next
Nice.
season. Which I'm so glad that like people like Crunchyroll and some anime studios have decided to do that shit now. It's just like, yeah, let people support the show by going to the movie theater and
Yeah.
giving them money. Like that's the coolest thing ever. We get to go to a movie theater and watch the episodes like early before
Mhm.
it's released. I mean, because obviously they did that with Dandadan. They showed the
Dun,
first
dun,
three
dun, dun,
episodes,
dun,
and it
dun,
was the
dun, dun,
greatest thing
dun, dun,
ever.
dun. I still
No,
am
it's
on
good.
like episode
Give
2
me.
of Dawn to Dawn, or 3, 2, I think. I
Have
have
you
not.
watched 2 episodes?
I think I have watched it. Hold on, let me go look.
No, you're good. You're golden.
Yeah, I've
I like it when people like the things that I like, but that doesn't always have to be the case.
Mhm.
no, I really do like it. I just have not. I really just have not had time or been in the anime mood.
Knoxville says,
I'm on
fingers crossed
episode
for
3.
the Tower of God
I've
bring
only
it.
finished 2. Oh yeah, Tower of Gods just got I just saw the thing open here. Oh yeah, here it is. It looks like it's prevalent. I like the art so far. I haven't watched any of it, but I like the cover art. Looks pretty cool. Workshop battle. Um, and then Overlord. Movie is coming out soon, I believe.
That's what I
Mhm.
remember hearing from someone.
The movie's
the
Sacred
s-
Kingdom. I think it's
yeah.
light novel 11. Is the entirety of light novel 11 is just getting turned into a movie.
Oh, nice.
The bad part is that if you watch Overlord season
That's
4,
understandable.
if you watch Overlord season 4, you get halfway through the season, there's technically a time jump. And
Yeah.
it's not explained in season.
Yeah, I was very confused when that happened. What the fuck? I honestly thought that I had missed an episode, which resulted in me scouring the internet until I found the solution. Thank you, Noxies. Hydration for Noxies!
Hey, you
Hydration.
drink that water.
I fucking did. And now I feel so hydrated.
I'm not hydrated enough.
Fuck you, Sleepy.
You need more hydration. For your
Chat,
eyes.
I need everyone in all of their capacity to get Sleepy to affiliate so I can fucking start just spamming his redeems.
Oh.
Do it. I'm gonna give myself push up and sit up redeems. So
I
can
want
stop
him
being so lazy.
swole.
I encourage it. I actually still owe a bunch of push-ups and sit-ups because I was doing one for every death in Devil May Cry.
Well,
one.
pitter patter, let's go.
I owe like 9 because I went from 48 to 57. So I'll do it next time I stream Devil May Cry.
Oh, I also saw that they're re-releasing some Ryoni Kenshin stuff. I think they're redoing the dub.
Oh, interesting.
I can believe that. Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
very
Rurouni Kenshin
excited
was
about
super
that.
popular.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. Ryoni Kenshin for a very long time was my favorite anime.
Ooh.
I think the
and
only
now it's just kind of nostalgic.
I mean, I still like it. It's just the only issue I have with it nowadays is supporting the creator. So
That's fair. AK Oro?
yeah.
Yeah,
Actually-
it was the original. Ooh, ooh. Oh, whoa. Oro?
I mean, yeah, no. If you went into an anime like fan website or like fan fiction, like
Yeah.
Oro was spammed everywhere.
Let's bring it back, chat. What happened? Is there a 7TV
I
one?
don't- there probably is, but I don't want to bring it back.
I
Oro
fucking
was
do.
more annoying than anything.
Oro?
I mean, it wasn't the most annoying thing, especially compared to things nowadays. But just how often people would throw it at you with no context, it was kind of bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I mean, at least Ulu and the other stuff has the like excuse of being like yeah, either like cute or if it's the ara ara, being sensual or sussy.
Glomping also died? What was glomping? I don't remember that.
No, I'm glad.
Tackle hugging. Tackle
I
hugging.
remember.
Oh, that's
I
name?
used to do that shit.
Mhm.
God, I was such the most annoying. I'm
Weeb.
still annoying, but like I'm less annoying than I was back then. Jeez.
I mean, Glumping died because people didn't respect other people's personal space.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, technically, I didn't have any friends to do that with. I just did it once and thought, yep, not doing that again. Hate that.
Now all I'm picturing is his baby cream just running up the strangers and hug tackling them.
Oh no, I was afraid of strangers. I didn't like. I'm being dead ass. I had no friends, and if I
Oh,
did, they were just people. Anyway, I don't want to get into
people
that.
adjacent.
Anyway,
Well, now you got
just
great friends
acquaintances.
because I'm here.
Yeah. Um.
I mean, the yaoi paddles also died too.
Oh Lord. The
I mean,
yaoi paddle.
I like the idea
Yeah.
of the yaoi paddle, but I don't like the idea of people actually looking at that paddle and saying, "I'm gonna hit someone with this."
I'm gonna hit people with things. It's where the
I just
village
don't
comes
like
in.
people.
Yeah. Have you met them? All right. Totally. Hold on. Totally going off topic.
Knoxville
Let's
says
see.
he made a yaoi paddle for a girl in high school.
Oh my God. Of course he would have.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means where there's a will, Noxie is the way. But there was a TikTok a couple years back that was basically like stop vaccinating your children. They're the leading vaccines are the leading causes of adults. And have you met those people? They're the worst.
Yeah.
What?
I thought it was funny.
It is funny.
Very good. I don't know whether it was on topic anymore, but I felt I felt like it was.
I'm gonna
it was-
mention it one more time, but just because I'm a dummy, and I know technically it isn't anime, but it is animation. I do recommend the second starting season of Arcade. It's really good. Go watch it. You don't have to play League. Don't fall into that hole. You don't have to. Just watch the show and then you'll be good. Go to bed. Don't install League
Don't
like
think
I'm
about
currently
it.
doing
Don't.
right now.
Hey,
I've
bad
already
nugget.
installed.
Get the spray bottle,
Don't
chat.
do it.
Get
The
her.
show is
Get her.
not a
Get the spray
psyops.
bottle.
I swear,
Ew,
it's a
League player.
really good show. Go watch it. It's good.
Also,
A lot
it
of
was
a lot
just
of people
recently I figured out that it was
worked
called the
their
Yaoi
asses
Puddle.
off. A lot of people work their asses off animating that shit. Holy crap, it looks beautiful. They did such a good job. Anyway, this is not a psyop to get people to download League or anything.
That is the
But
one thing here
yeah.
that we will get keep. Have you met that community? Don't do it.
No.
I have never
The
met a
only thing I
community
play
of
on League
people.
is just the bots. I'm
I
too
have-
afraid of actually playing with people.
I have never met a group of people like League players who hate their games so intensely.
Hey,
The
I'm gonna let
fact
you guys
that-
talk about this a little bit. I need to use the restroom. Sorry.
Okay.
No, you do what you gotta.
The fact that you've got high-ranking, high-paid professional league players at the beginning and end of game matches in interviews going, God, I fucking hate this game so much, should be your first sign that the game shouldn't exist.
It's fascinating.
It's so weird to me. Although I don't understand the concept of like I get getting frustrated at a game, but I don't get if the game is making you angry. Like, don't play it, dude. Like, it's not worth it. Don't
Yeah.
like. I don't know. There's a difference between like video game frustration and being like, I'll get it, or I can do better, to like throwing your keyboard through a window or some shit, like or smashing your TV or your controllers. Like, don't play the game. Don't play the game.
No, I get that.
You're no. Nope. That's political. I don't want to do that. That's not what we're doing here. But Um,
Dog, really, really
Dog.
random, real quick. I
Yeah.
need to complain about this because I'm a woman. But my my Twitter account for Cream here,
Mm-hmm.
I within the last week have gotten 30 follows from bots.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know what's happening, but the I get like 10 notifications almost a day. Like 5 to 10 notifications a day that will state that 10 people have followed you and all of them are like porn bots.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I wanted to complain about.
No. Going on that topic, I have not had that issue with the tweeters.
Mhm.
But the amount of Discord people that are sending me friend requests here
Really?
has skyrocketed. I think
That's
I think
interesting.
I've got like 6 in my inbox right now.
Are they
What?
like actual people or
I don't know whether they're artists or whatnot, but they've got like a shit like this one right here is, let's see, the top one is Vinya 4487484444784.
Oh yeah, no. If it's got like numbers in it, don't. Yeah,
Oh, and then heart.
a heart. Yeah. Why would you put? Why would any normal person put numbers in their? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I like the tweet of the Thanks League of Legends for doing the equivalent of SCP containment for the kind of people who would play League of Legends.
That's funny.
That's
All right,
beautiful.
guys. I know Sleepy's not here, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and dash. If y'all are still streaming in a little bit, that's cool.
I need food.
I'll probably
Fair,
watch you
fair.
play some video or something, Phoenix. But yeah, no, like
Probably gonna
I'm
make
getting to the
food.
point where it's like it's 8:30. It's 10 till 8 now for me, and it's just like I'm getting tired because I have no energy because I got no food in my belly.
Heh,
So
Food
I'm gonna
dial.
go eat because I'm
Me too.
hungies.
That's fair.
So
That's
I
fair.
will probably go as well because I gotta make my guacamole. I'm gonna make guac. So anyway, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
you
Thanks.
guys
This was a
later.
great show. Thank you. We're gonna probably end here. I will be kind enough to wait until Sleepy's back, or I could be funny and we could all leave. What do you think?
No. What are we doing next week? What's the pick for next week?
All
Boo.
right. Boo. Yeah, so Brownie is of course next, so he's gonna get to choose the next thing here.
Who's choosing?
Brownie is.
Brownie.
You do not have
What are you
to
choosing?
well no, he doesn't have to choose now as long as he lets us know, by like later tonight ish.
You know what? I'll put it.
By Wednesday.
Yeah.
Put it. What do you want? Recommendation.
I can't hear him.
He's too far away.
Yeah.
Round the gate closer to your mic.
He's eating.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no,
well,
just shoot
if
it
he
in the
wants-
channel. Shoot it in the channel. We'll
well, if he wants us to hear him, he should come up and just make it a mukbang. I don't care.
see here. All right.
I
So
guess while we're
that is
waiting,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to A1 Animations for animating that
Can you
cartoon for
guys
VK.
not hear him? He's
No.
talking.
Nope, there's nothing going on right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's green.
I heard part of green. That was it.
He's coming through. He's coming through. Nuggets. I'm not hearing anything from him.
Unplug your mic and replug it real quick. Brownie's basically asking, what are we? Is there any particular thing that we're feeling?
No, I mean,
Can you guys hear me now?
yeah,
Okay,
I
we can hear
mean,
you now.
Okay.
double
yeah,
check to
I
make
just
sure
had
that
to unplug
it's.
it, replug it back in.
Yeah, my only request is because of how busy I am at the current moment with classes and whatnot. and work is that if you could guys check to make sure that it does have an English dub, that would be extremely helpful for me. But if that is too limiting, then it is what it is, and you just let me know. Um,
Normally, I like to find ones that have
um,
English dubs because, yeah.
but otherwise, no, I don't really have a particular preference. Just let us know. Um, I would prefer
Dude,
sometime tonight or
kind of want to
tomorrow,
do.
but
Apparently, I've been on an OLM kick because OLM was Odd Taxi and so was Apothecary Diaries,
Mhm.
and so I was like, I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do Ranking of Kings.
okay.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, just
Aw,
shoot
you're gonna make
it,
me
just shoot
cry
it in there.
again?
I might, dude. Oh my god, I heard the intro to season 2.
Mhm.
Like earlier. Was it earlier today or was it yesterday? I heard it again, not too long ago, and it legitimately almost made me cry. I was like, oh
Oh,
my
the
god,
story
dude,
is so good.
it's
Yeah,
so
that
good.
that would be a good one.
All right, I might go Ranking of Kings unless anybody else wants to be like, it's like, can we get something of this genre, and then I'll recommend something else. But for
Well,
now, it's
Johnny,
Ranking of
it's your
Kings.
choice. It's your
Well,
choice.
then it's fucking Ranking of Kings then.
Ranking of Kings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has an English dub.
It
Give me
does
a
have an English
second.
dub.
I was about to say it's very popular, so it's
Okay.
probably got an English dub.
ProZD plays the Shadow.
Ooh.
If anybody know who that is,
Nope.
I
Uh,
don't. ProZD is like a voice actor. He's also like he posts those really funny short YouTube
Oh my
little
god.
shorts. I don't
Uh,
know how to
Audio Japanese, English, Deutsch, Espanol,
Deutsch.
Francis, Italiano,
Anyway, I'm
Portuguesa.
gonna go ahead and hop
Yeah.
out and make
Got
me some
so
food.
many
all right.
Bye.
dubs.
Bye, Nugget.
Bye
All right.
bye, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up. Ranking of Kings is apparently what we are going to do next. Join us next week for, I believe, Sunday. We'll let you know at the time. The best way to do that is, of course, the Discords. You can find mine somewhere within chat. I think if you hit exclamation point Discord, it will show up. And then I think, or through Sleepy's. I don't know whether
Yeah.
he advertises his or not, but he can absolutely let you know right now.
I did
Actually.
it with the previous. I did it with the previous episode. I didn't do it for this one just because I was unsure
Mhm.
if we were going to cancel again. So yeah, no. If we actually get a time ready, I will post it in my announcements as well as my schedule.
Okay.
In my Discord. So again, same as Phoenix's. Just type exclamation Discord and just join the Discord,
Yeah.
and you'll see when our next episode will be.
Exactly. We'll shoot for Sunday again. Um, Probably a little bit earlier, but we'll figure that out. Just keep an eye on everything. I
It's a
am
busy time
going.
of year, folks.
It is a busy time of year, incredibly. I am going to end stream. I'm going to. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to end stream for the night because I plan to stream tomorrow. I should be able to stream early tomorrow. So keep an eye out for any announcements or going live notifications. Uh, Sleepy, are you going to continue streaming or are you
I was going to before the weekend started, but no, I'm gonna relax this weekend.
okay?
I, I I just suddenly had a bout of not feeling well, and I'm glad I had this time to recover to myself.
Fair, fair.
Uh,
All right.
I will try to stream next week. If I decide to commit, I'll post the schedule, and I definitely will next week. Uh, I don't know, maybe if I'm feeling it Monday, but that one's more of a just big maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well then, we are going to raid out, or I'm gonna raid out. I'm sure Sleepy is going to do whatever he does. Thank
I'll
you.
probably
It's
read
been a
out.
pleasure. And we'll, I'll be around. I'm sure me and Sleepy will be online sometime this week during stream, fucking around, making fun of each other for stinking so much.
Yep.
Stinky corpse. Um,
Stinky Dragon.
all right, lovers chat. We're gonna raid out to our homie Metal Leopard. For me, um, I think he's doing Dark Souls Remastered. So that should be fun for you guys. All right. And again, I'll be live tomorrow, probably earlier than I normally am. Lubbers, chat. Lubbers. Stick around for the raid. It's an additional 250 channel points. Helps me out, helps them out. This guy is so super appreciative to anything and everything. He's a good guy. I met him at TwitchCon. He's dope. So, you know, if you haven't already, give him a follow. And we'll go from there. Lubbers, chat.